everybody, it's me Clarissa here on Clarissa Says, where Clarissa says it all, and that is how I feel. So, for all you guys that have been on my Instagram channel, if this is my YouTube channel and you have not visited my Instagram channel, check it out. It's Clarissa Says, KLARISSICASAYS. And if you are on my Instagram channel and you have not checked out my YouTube channel, please go ahead and check it out below in the link, my bio, and you'll be able to go ahead and see my YouTube channel, and you can subscribe. It is also Clarissa Says, KLARISSICASAYS. Now to the video. I know you guys had seen the video I just mentioned, talking about the wildfire that has been going on in California. Now, a lot of things and issues happen to create these fires, and so I just wanted to briefly touch on this topic and tell you guys about what's going on down in California. So this fire is literally moving and sweeping across like the entire southern part of California. And just so you guys know, this is a really bad fire. This is literally being placed in history of the worst fire that California has ever had, ever. So that's why this is so important, you guys. So this is why I'm going into details. And the first question that I had was, why do California have so many, fires? For instance, in the month of October 2017, there were about 8,900 buildings that were burnt, and I think over or at least 250 fires that started up just in October alone. I've not been able to get the information for November. I'm at work, so disregard. But I'm just saying, and that's October. That's just we just got into December. So from the 8th of October until the 31st of October, there were 250 fires that happened within California, and like I said, 8,900 buildings that were burnt up from the situation. Things are really getting messed up, and the reason why it's so vast is because it just sweeps across. It just goes across, so things are just getting hit with the actual debris and everything that's happening, and the smoke causes buildings to have buildings to actually be tampered, or shall I say not destroyed, but things happen. The smoke can actually make the building brown and so tampered. We can use that word because it's not destroyed, but they do have to go in and fix it and clean the walls and make sure that it looks presentable, which is why they classify that as being destroyed, but it's not destroyed. But the point is, buildings have to go through processes of being fixed because of these fires. It's just too much, So I just wanted to know why, because 8,900 buildings, to me, when I know what it takes to build buildings and build up a nation, build up a home and a land, I just find that ridiculous. So I said, let me go ahead and figure out what's going on, because if you ever check the video, which I am going to pull in here, you guys should be able to see it. There is a huge fire, and it's really big. It looks like the Armageddon. If I was to look at it, it's I hear the music go da 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 da. Seriously, it's crazy. Tune in for this. Watch the video. Watch it. You see, like, it's crazy. So now that you guys have checked that video out, I'm going to go ahead and read this to you because I just wanted to look up. You guys know when I have questions, I'm going to figure out an answer. So I went on to, I think it was ask.com or askquestions.com. And here is some information that I was, educated on. So the first guy who wrote is actually David Wayne. He's a lieutenant firefighter slash medic and has been in the public safety for 20 years. He's an EMS educator, and he answered this question on July the 10th. So like I said, this has been going on forever. Like California, if I didn't say that, I'm not sure if I did or didn't, but California has always had fires. It always had. And I always wonder why, especially, with the fact that California is on the western border and is near water, and it's like one of the biggest states, not the biggest states, but it's one of the biggest states that we have here. So I just want to know why, why literally it happens so often there in California, because it's not just a season. Like, it happens year round in California where they have these fires. And after I've seen that video that I know you guys just seen, like I seen it, you see it, I posted on this video, like that is crazy. So after that, I said it's time for me to actually take some initiative and learn something. So here you go. David Wayne is helping me out. So he says, don't know why I was A2A this older question, but as others have said, it is a combination of drought, coastal winds, heavy fuels, and improper burning. When fires are suppressed immediately, nature doesn't have the opportunity to clear out any dead fuels or clear out the dead fuels naturally. As fallen materials and dead plants continue to multiply, firefighters and fires will have to come, and of course fire will burn hotter and hotter and hotter, and are driven by the coastal winds. So being that I mentioned the water, the winds are actually what's pushing the fire across, and then firefighters have to go there, like as I mentioned, and fires just continue to burn. They put them out, it keeps going because it's still sweeping, so they're not getting anywhere with these kind of fires, especially what you guys seen. And what can firefighters do with that? I mean, you guys tell me, right? What they did was create a barrier, so therefore people don't actually go by that area. But the fact that the fire is going, they had to do a lot of work to get it to calm down to where it is currently. And the only issue is that they can get one area, but because of these coastal winds, it's pushing it and pushing it and pushing it along. That's why it's going further south, and now it's going kind of, I say, southeast or southwest. Well, it's going up, basically. It's moving up, and it's gaining more strength as it goes. So they're putting it out. As they're putting out, it's continuing to go. As of right now, and I know that it's my time, 6:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not totally sure as to where it is now. This is some information that I have researched when I first woke up this morning. I've seen this information, so I'm not totally sure how big of the fire it is, if it's still going on or anything like that. I will update you guys a little later on that on my Instagram. So for all you guys look at my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my Instagram. No rain from May to October. Made sure San Francisco installed these shades for these, options for when it happens to have fires. You now have a way to actually get an adequate amount of water to actually get it out, but the problem is the fact that the coastal winds are pushing it along. So once they get it, once they stop the fire on one end, it already has started on the other end, and then takes some time to get to that other end to stop that fire, and it just continues and continues and continues. And in this case, in October, apparently there was a fire that happened in Santa Rosa. We're not talking about that fire specifically, but I'm not totally sure if it did not get hit. It may be a part of this whole entire southern border that has been affected by these fires. But however, this is a continuous thing. This just proves right there that this is a continuous thing. It doesn't make a difference where it is in the year. It is the winter, and they are having these same fire problems. So what I think, and I actually agree upon what he was saying, for people to be affected, you know, why would they? I mean, well, I guess you cannot not have a certain place where people, you know, don't live. I mean, because that would be kind of like, you know, you can't live in this reason. I'm going to like kind of like Area 51 when no one can go by and someone's guarding. I'm not saying that, but at least, you know, fix the infrastructure. Like, at least do that. I mean, I get people have to live so that they may have to live in that zone, but fix the infrastructure so that for if something does happen in that zone, it can be like a fight or flight kind of a thing. Hell, they can try to get their own holes and start to try to bring it down. I wouldn't recommend people to do that. I'm not saying that, but you understand, we became so dependent on the government for, or just people in general, for like fires and stuff like that. If a fire happens, you know, and if there's a holes outside and it's not that big, I'm not saying like a brush fire, don't, you know, but a fire, you could put that out, you know, before it gets really huge and ridiculous. If it's outside, like right in your yard, you can like get the water hose and take it out. But when it comes down to something spreading like this, you need an adequate infrastructure to take it out, you know. So I guess with this video, I just want to make sure that I gave you guys some details and answer my questions. So to answer the question that I had, basically it's the coastal winds pushing them along. It's the harsh environment of, you know, like they said, there is basically, it's extremely hot the entire time with no rest, and the trees and the fire, and there's no water, and, you know, there's becoming a drought, and in that kind of climate and the way that that state is made, it needs water. So when there's a drought, there's a fire, because that's just friction. That's just, you know, the law of the world. So, hey, I guess I answered my question. If you guys have any questions regarding this, please let me know. Comment below. And again, let me know how you guys feel. As I always say, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Oh, and again, don't forget to subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. That are out there that are watching the video and say, okay, of course humans can't take out that magnitude of fire and just smoke, and just it just continues to grow. It has to rain. So without rain, it will continue and it will die out and get bigger, and that's all it has to do. So this is like more of a global warming cause, if you think about it, than anything else, because it's not raining in California, which is why they're having these kind of fires. Now tune in to my other videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as follow me on Instagram at Clarissa Says. I'm officially out, you guys. Peace.